Hey everyone, this is for the front seat belts on a Toyota Tacoma Access cab. You're going to need a T20 star drive, 14mm and 10mm socket, and it's helpful to have a trim pop pick for the center pop. And here we'll get started. So this is the door with the cover taken off. The door cover, you remove the rubber gasket, and then you're going to remove basically there's three things that hold it on, that screw it on in place. And I'll show you where they're located. They're located down here. That's the big seatbelt bolt. Okay, and then there's the one that goes in the door. It looks like a little handle. And then at the top, this is where the trim pop pick goes. Pick it out carefully. Don't lose it. Okay, so this is the seatbelt. It's going to go in the door. So it's going to actually sit inside the door. It's going to come up here. And you're going to have to loosen this with the T20 drive here. So that you can slide it behind this. Otherwise, it's going to get stuck. When you pull it, it's going to get stuck on the stuff. So it's meant to go up through here. And then this is the shoulder piece that you can adjust. It's going to attach to that. And then we'll put the door on. So here we are. We are going to attach it to the door, making sure that it's sitting inside the door, because it's supposed to be inside the door. And we're going to plug it in. It takes a 14 on the bottom and a 10mm on top. Make sure that the black pin is out when you first plug it in, and then snap the black pin into place. Also, removal is reverse of putting it back together. So we got a 14 and a 10. I'm going to tighten those down. If you want to use a drill, you can. I did it by hand. So now the seatbelt should move out of the seatbelt roll fairly easy. So we're going to make sure that it goes up behind here. The whole thing needs to, including the shoulder piece, and then it's going to attach there. So here we are. We're up through the thing. T20 star drive. There's 3 bolts. I just loosened the 2 on the right-hand side and took the third one out completely. We're going to rest that there and put the bolt over it. I'll show you. Here's 1 T20. And here is 2. And here is 3. Make sure that they're all the way against the plastic pieces and sitting where they should in the door. And that's also a 14mm socket. So once that's in place, we're going to feed the belt through the shoulder exit area and bring the door over. There is this handy little one catch at the bottom middle that helps line it up. So you can hold it there and slowly press and pop each trim plug into the metal. You'll hear a click. The front part is the hardest part, because you have to like push it on from the left. Make sure that the shoulder adjustment works, of course, before you tighten this on. So the cup, we're going to put the cup back, and we're going to attach it there. And of course, we're going to attach the seatbelt here on the bottom. This bolt that holds the seatbelt on is huge. I had to drill my other one out. The dealership said it was cross-threaded. So that goes on like that. We'll tighten it fully because, we want to be safe. You want to make sure that the seatbelt numbers are facing towards you. You'll know because it'll swing and move easily. You can see them kind of right there by the bolt. Getting a tool, don't mind me. I used regular depth sockets. And you're going to tighten it. I do not have the amount of tightness. I'm just going to tighten it as much as I possibly can. The torque. I actually found it's easier to put the clip back on the bottom by turning the swivel all the way upside down and sliding it from the top up. Because every time I tried to install it from the bottom, it just kept falling off. because it has to grab the ones on the top. Make sure it slides freely, yeah. So this is that trim clip piece. Push it in first and then push the center pin in. That's not an easy one to take out, by the way. Last but not least, we are going to put the rubber trim on. It should slide down easily from above. Of course, I've sewn mine because the dog ate it. So the rubber trim goes on easiest by starting up actually above the door and sliding it down because it curves around the top. Right there, see? And then the rest you can just push on. Just make sure it's on there well because it helps keep the water out and whatnot. And you're all set. And that's it. Voila!